Good morning, I'm by myself. I'm at the job that I was at with Adam for the past 2 videos. Like I said, he's going on holiday today, so I'm here by myself. Fortunately, I've done my back in again, not severely as before. I walked the dog ran into me, I pulled my back. Knee still hurts, that's a bonus. I was in London yesterday filming some stuff in a studio, which I can't talk about yet, but I'm gonna be doing this by myself today. So as we finished off last video, we did the wiring in the bathroom, in the ensuite. So I've got to do the master bedroom here, the first fix of the wiring, and also we're doing a lighting feed for LED coving that's going around the edge. And then I've got one more bedroom to do, which is here. Then we're gonna do the staircase. So what I'm actually gonna do, because I haven't done this before, but I ended up having a dream last night, which was really weird, thinking about the job the next day, is I've got to do some wiring here. I'm here by myself. We've got what is from the floor, but here, a 3.5 meter drop to the floor, add this. You've got about an 8 meter drop, realistically. My math should be perfect there. If something happens to me there, then it's gonna be pretty stupid. So I'm gonna ring my other half in a little bit, give her the address, because I'm an hour away from home over in Coventry. I'm quite near Dave Savoury, so I might ring Dave as well and be like, listen mate, if you don't hear from me by 12 o'clock, give me a bell. Send an ambulance, the police, forensics, everything round. It's just one of them things that I used to do it. Going back a couple of years, all that stuff that happened with my mate, all that sort of stuff. My other half would check in with me when I was at work, because I'd be working on fuse boards by myself in empty houses, and you know, worst comes to worst, you slipped, you hurt yourself, you could be there all day. So it's a safety precaution. If someone else is in the same frame of mind I was in or in now with this, you'll completely understand. It's better to be safe than sorry, because if I fall down there and knock myself out or break my legs, it's going to be very difficult to get myself out of that situation. But if someone knows where you are and has the details and a time frame to ring you by, it's a bit better than safe than sorry. With Adam here, it was fine, because if he fell, I'd have just took a video of him. Anyway, yeah, and I'm going to do a pendant there, which is going to be a big chandelier for the staircase. We're going to do a couple of dog leg downlights here with a sensor, top of the stairs, around about there. This strip here will have its own sensor around about here, and then there's going to be 2 downlights here, which will be on its own sensor there. What we didn't want is to come up top of the stairs, the sensor pick you up, and you're going into that bedroom, and all of these lights come on here. This might here, because if you're going to come this way, you're going to have that light up as well. I might just do this as 2 zones, this one and that one. Let's get on it. I'm going to ring with her afterwards and just let her know. Right, I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse, if I edit it and put it in. Both rooms are done now, the lights are in. I've done 4 lights in here because of the size, but I spread them out like there was 6, and I actually have done 6 loops. I know I just said I've done 4. I've done 4 drops, but I've actually put 6 spots in, so if the customer does want it sometime, I wish I'd done it on the back bedroom from the previous video, but I've measured this out. So we've got the cables there if we want to use them in the future. If the customer went, oh, we've got 6, and I can go, say less, my G, I've got you. But we're about to do the landing now. So we've got feed here for what this is the bedroom. If you haven't watched the video, the light switches for all the bedrooms are actually going on the outside of the rooms. I don't know why I said that weird. But, and there's equally a stat, so in a little bit as well, I've got to drill down and put a fish cable down through the floor for thermostats, because each individual bedroom has got its own underfloor heating, which is here. 7 different zones. So what I'm going to do is just cut off my red twin and earth, feed that down, they can use it as a fish. So that's the plan with that. But we've got a feed here on one side. This is one lighting feed, and this is another lighting feed. The light switch is here, but we need a 2-way. Even though the landing's going to be on PIRs, hall light on PIRs, light hall stairs only chandelier, we're going to want a 2-way. But the staircase is going to be going up here to a platform, up there to a platform, and up here. So this will be the top of the stairs. We need a light switch down there. And to get a light switch down there to be in zones, it needs to go directly down. And to do that, I've got to go up there and climb across the ceiling. But there is boards. We've got one there, and there's about 8 just over here, which are heavy, which I'm going to frame over the whole top of this so I can climb across it, health and safety. Realistically, if I'm being completely honest, if you're self-employed in a domestic dwelling, a lot of the time it goes out the window. If they saw you doing this on site, you'd be chucked off. But there's no health and safety involved, and there's no one here to chuck me off site. I mean, they can try. I'm heavy with a bad back, so well, you can't touch my leg. Also as well, Adam did a little short of me the other day climbing through the ceiling and the data cable, and everyone wondered why. It was mainly on TikTok idiots commenting, I can't believe there's metal tray work in domestic in the loft below, what a waste of time. We didn't do it. This was already here from, John did it for all the data stuff because there's alarms and cameras and everything, which you can see the cables down there. But I like the idea of it. Well, I'm going to go around in a little bit because I've got a cable tie all the data stuff that we ran along these, so it does look nice, but it's up to you. I would like to do it on more rewires, a big tray down the middle or across the top of the roof that everything's cable tied, so everything could be accessed as and when there's insulation in. You can see it all and it's visual and it's out the way. I think that's a really good little tips and trick. Like I say, I want to do rewires for you guys, but I want to do it with a twist. I want to change it up a bit. I want to do, I wouldn't say unnecessary things. I want to do stuff that is out of the ordinary, that other people might go, bloody hell, that's a great idea. When I get my rewire done by my Spark in the future, I'm going to say, yeah, I want a 6-inch tray in the loft. I want to run it visually. I want to be able to see it. I want a smoke alarm in the loft. I want it all interlinked. I want this, I want that. The price is going to go up, and the electrician that you get in that has never watched my videos is going to hate you for it. But I just think, I just wish it, when I buy another house at some point, I'm going to be doing all this stuff in it on my own, pay for it all myself, to show you guys of what I would like to see the future of rewires become. Because I don't know, at some point this could be regs, and probably wire all in LSF as well, like they do in Ireland. I can see that going to be happening very soon in the UK. But for now, I'm going to shut up, I'm going to jump up there and hopefully not die. Right, we have our 3-core prepped up there, and in there I have Chris ready to climb up into the loft space with a bad knee and a bad back. But hey, this is what you got to do when you're self-employed and not die. These are the, oh my God, my back. These are the loft, the boards that we're going to use. I'm going to drag them across. I'm glad they're not heavy. It's my finger. Not this side of Christmas. And you know, when I rang my other half earlier and said what I was doing, and the first thing she said, if you would sign the insurance papers, and where are they? That's true love, that is, guys. That is true love. Right, so I'm dangling the cable down. As you can see, I need to make sure it is the correct length for a switch. Definitely going to overcompensate. We always do with most things in life as a man. There we go. In and around there. Another meter. Job's a good one. We'll get a staple in here to run that flat straight down. We're probably going to want it about here. Yeah. Right, 2 seconds. That's one there. Alright, so we'll work our way back to this switch now. I don't even know you guys can hear me. My breasts have, oh no, the microphone's there. I thought they'd swallowed the, I should say pecs really. They're squishy pecs. I just got down and then realised that I forgot to do the feed for the chandelier. Let's go back up again. Right, we're up there, we've done that, we've dropped that down, we've got that there, all is good and well so far. My back is easing up. The thing is, if you've got a bad back and you work with it constantly, you know for a fact the first 2 hours of work are crap. You warm up, it does ease off and does get better, and my painkillers have kicked in. So, sweet. Now it's the PIRs for here. So I planned out, I'm going to do a downlight here in this trough, a downlight here in this trough, just so I can match it across. So the downlight here in this trough. So we can have 3 initially off 1 PIR, which I'm going to sit here. The next ones we're going to go over. We've got that one there. We're going to stick a central one here, a central. Ever do that to me again? One down there. The problem with this is you can see the joist lands directly in the middle of the trough, so it's going to look crap. No matter what I do, it's going to look crap. The only thing I can say and suggest when you've got stuff like this is I want to do it central here, so this will match, but this won't match with this. So when you've got this, do a triangle, do one here, do one here, and do one here. So we have some form of ratio going throughout. I'm trying to think of the word, doesn't matter. It looks nicer than it would be just offsetting two lights to the center of the room. So I'm gonna get that in. These three here are gonna be wired. Oh, it's not gonna be three anymore, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. These four will be wired off this circuit, and those three will be wired off that circuit. So if we ever get one circuit tripping, we're still gonna have some form of lighting up here, which will be nice. Right, they're in. I managed to whip myself in the face with the cable, which was delightful. Cable, downlight there, PIR there, to a downlight here. The feed comes from the switch, permanent feed, up across to the PIR, which then links up across to that downlight, comes back to this one, goes across to that one. These three data cables, only two of them, we had to pull them individually because we ran out of the two drums, so we had to do a pull at a time. So one of these was pulled by itself, and then one of them was two of them pulled together, a coax and a data, and annoyingly, I overshot the joist. I blame it on Adam on the last video, but it was me. So we've got to, annoyingly, pull this all the way back to here, and this one are linked under this joist. So we've got to pull that all back, and then literally like Adam did, it's just crawl the entire length, and then I'm going to start making off the rooms, tidying the cables up in the ceilings. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So we've got a socket to go on here, we're going to cap that. We've got a socket here and a socket high level for the TV. We're going to cap the data and put the box on. Take measurements of all the downlights, pictures, videos, poke them up. I'm going to start cable tying the stuff on the tray and literally just finish a room off. Poke this down, which I can do now, these two, into here. We'll curl them up, take a picture of that, because obviously they're going to go on the back side. We've got double socket, switch, double socket, switch, 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 double socket for the bedroom, for the bed head for that side. They all need to be curled up, and I'm probably going to put a few more staples in just to keep them in place. That sucked. Right, that is all, you can't tell, it's all cable tied, all nice and neatly. There we go. Hey, can you see that? Across, stapled down to there. So now, finally, we're gonna get the spit nail gun out, which is here. We've got some boxes, got some capping. So we're gonna do 170 to the center. We're gonna do two boxes on the wall. One's gonna be a double socket and one is gonna be a data and aerial point. So I've got some metal capping as our magnet, our line for 170. As you can see over here, that's our line. So we're gonna get some boxes on the wall. I'm gonna attempt to just balance the camera there for you. This is really teetering on the edge. So if I've got to catch you, I'll catch you guys, don't you worry. We've got TV socket, obviously, and the data and aerial going here. We've also got a double socket on the floor, which you can't quite see, which is off camera. One is a long one is a short one. So we'll make sure we put both the mattresses in line with each other. So we've got the zoning for the cable. Obviously the data stuff doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna knock a few. The 170 is to the center. I know that one there is central. We put that in. We do with safety squint. That is on. Absolutely mint. Same again. One nail. The battery's flat. But luckily I bought the charger. Right, I'm gonna put this on charge for 5 minutes. Back in a minute. Rock solid. Oh, absolutely adore this. I do. Right, I'm gonna do one lower. So some people on this channel probably never would have seen me use metal capping. I used to use it religiously back in the day, but this is what the customers asked for. So I haven't got any tin snips on me. So I ended up using my big croppers. Can't even say I own a pair of tin snips. They got robbed years ago, never replaced them because I didn't need them. Cut it, the jagged edge, we bend over so we've got a nice smooth finish for the cables to run in. We're gonna do it with this. I've never ever used the nail gun on capping. It's proving not to be. This works. Right, so we're out with that. Not a massive fan, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna snip these, curl them up in the box. They're on. Right, I'm just gonna cap these now. That, I don't like it, to be honest. It's not ideal. It's quick, it is. But yeah, what I used to do back in the day was just screw, plug, and put washers that overlap it for it to be metal, but let me know what you think. Well, doesn't that look awful? I don't know why I knocked a hole in the top of that one, but yeah. Personal opinion, oval conduit for the absolute win. I'm just gonna go around and get a measurement of all this stuff, and this is just room one of, there's another one, two, oh, I've got to do a socket down there as well. There's a socket there, so we can get that on, put the laser back up. The customer just spoke to me and they are cutting out all of the switches and sockets. And to let you guys know of how I'm going to be invoicing Mr. John Bagley, it's through my Tradify app. Very easily, at the tips of my fingers, through my phone. I normally do everything off my iPad, occasionally do it on my Mac. It's my job management software that helps me do my invoices, quotations, / estimates, scheduling work very, very quickly and easily. It literally takes me less than 2 minutes to send an invoice. And if we want to attach certificates to it, it's very simple to do. Attach it as a file, send that across. We can see when the customer opens the invoice, it's dated and timed, and hopefully they pay straight away. Then they have the option, once they've paid, to click paid on the invoice, on the certificate, to click paid on the email, which then notifies me that they've paid. If not, you can set an automatic reminder after 7 days that it will come back out to them again. You can just quickly remind them, and it's the same thing goes with quotations. If you send a bunch of quotes out, or estimates, whatever you want to call them, you can see if the customer's opened them, and you can sort of play it by ear of how you want to play the next stage to try and get that job and get that work. So go and check it out. It's 50% for the first 3 months, or there might be a Christmas promotion below. Go and check it out. Thank you very much. Okay, so the job has changed quite significantly to a point, or stuff added on, should we say. So I can't do any more here because I don't have any single boxes. I've run out of 3-cord cable. The stuff there that's on the floor curled up there isn't enough. So I've got to spend at least an hour going around measuring videos, pictures and everything of the lights, the PIRs, the sockets, the switches, the shaver points, the mirror points, isolation points for the extractors. I've got to do all of that. It's at least an hour messing around. And then I've got a couple of hours left to finish off. A couple of hours. I had 35 minutes to do the two-way switching, and I'm pretty sure that I need to do a two-way switching as well, while intermediate switching for the Covin lights, because that's the Covin feed that I've just looped up. And then to top it off, I spoke to the customer earlier, because it's through John Bagley, it's his customer, and I was saying to John, I'm conscious that if you put pricing for this, I'm eating your price up massively, because I'm not the cheapest person in the world to come and work. I'm traveling. Yes, I'm videoing on top of it, which obviously knocks it down a little bit. But if he's put a pricing for it and I'm going, we haven't got as much done as we wanted to today, and you could get, oh, because you're filming, it takes longer. It doesn't. It knocks about 20 minutes off per day. So don't even try and bring me that excuse. But then the customer said that they want speakers in each room, zone speakers. So that's speaker cables to each individual room running back all the way down to the comms cab, which is the far side, which we run all the data stuff from. To then top it off, they want outside lighting front and back, and potentially soffit lighting throughout the whole of the soffits, which you've got to add on top of as well. And yeah, I said to John, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can spend another 3 hours. It's like 4 o'clock now. I'm an hour and a half away from home. Do you want me to spend another 3 hours, nip to cities, get the bits I need to do this, and then they can board it? All we're going to do. So I'm actually here again tomorrow now, because I actually took the day off to go and film stuff in the unit. But if we can get this done and dusted before Christmas, they could board this all over Christmas. We come back in the new year and second fix. So that video that I had planned for tomorrow is out the window, but I'd rather do this. I can earn some money. And yeah, so I'll try and film the stuff tomorrow with John and Stacey. We're going to do speakers, and I'll explain the zoning wise and what we do. And there's going to be LCD displays. There's going to be one up top, one down the bottom, and have a look at how we're going to do this outside lighting. I really don't know, but yeah. It's been, I enjoy this sort of stuff, but it is boring now. I really have come to the conclusion, because Adam, I just rang him about half an hour ago. He's on the way to Birmingham Airport at the moment, because obviously going on holiday. So I was just like, all right. He was like, yeah, you. I was like, yeah, it's boring by yourself, isn't it? He was like, pfft. And he called me some words that I won't repeat on here. So like the video and all that jazz, and I will see you on the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Love you, bye.